Hi everyone, welcome back to another stream. Hope you're all doing okay. Hi LGP, hi Zale as well. Yeah, so today we're back with PSO2, with PSO2 Classic, and it feels very, very weird already. I'm just going to sort the camera because I have had some issues with it a bit earlier today, so I will get that sorted quickly now just as we get started. There we go, sorted. So yeah, so it has been years since I played PSO2 Classic in any capacity really. I think the last time I played it was probably around, I think it was just at the start of episode 6 on the Japanese servers, whatever year that was. I quit very shortly after that and then didn't come back really until sort of NGS's launch. Then obviously couldn't play on the Japanese account, so I had to switch over to global. So that's kind of how I got started with global. Hi, Kilniath. Oh, would this be LJP's character here? Yes, I have not made a new character as such for this, so I've just used one of my NGS characters, hence the drip. But I've never played the army, you can see I'm level 2. Need to decide what class I'm playing. I had that problem as well. I've just decided to go with Force. Mainly because I know at some point I want to play Phantom with Rod, because I really like Rod Phantom. And I thought, I'll start out with Force. Make a start on the techniques, I guess. Quite like Classic, had some fun with it. Yeah, I enjoyed it at the time. I just never really played it much since NGS launch, really. Been on YouTube since it's easier for you to watch and play with. Ah, no worries. Yeah, we are multi-streaming on Twitch and on YouTube as well, so watch wherever you feel like. You have the fun of using Twitch on your phone, which while it says live, it runs at a delay to your Xbox. Oh, Draken's here. All dripped out. You're thinking either a physical or dex class. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it matters too much what you decide to go with, ultimately. I know it is a bit more restrictive than NGS in terms of, obviously your mag is tied to your stats to an extent, so it is more important to sort of choose a mag that goes with the class you want to choose, but I guess you can buy extra mags if you want to. I suppose it is nice having the mag actually do something, whereas in NGS it's basically a jukebox. So yeah, I have no idea what the plan is for going forward. I'm on ship 2, Nova. I have no idea what the plan is. I am super low level, and I am super, super out of practice with PSO2 as well. Ads on Twitch are evil, and I don't even have a sub right now. Yeah, the ads on Twitch are meant to be what it determines balanced. I actually turned it down a bit from what they suggested. Oh, you're level 1 as well. I am only level 2 because I think when I first logged in, it basically said you have to talk to Astart, and it instantly leveled me up. Hey, Pika. Oh, you're Kira as well, Flight. Oh, cool. Oh, thank you for the friend request. Yeah, I am super, super rusty with this game, so do not expect anything from this at all. I think people are helpful on that ship. You used to play ship 4. Yeah, when I first started on global, I did start on ship 4 purely because I couldn't get a slot here. So when NGS first launched, there was literally no space on ship 2, so I had to make it on ship 4, and then I switched over later on. People are pretty friendly. I think because it's effectively quite a small community, isn't it? Yeah, it's ship 2, Mad Hatter. Thank you for the request. So, I guess what we can do, because we've got more than 4 people, I guess we can effectively do like a multi-party, I suppose. I guess that's probably the best way of doing things. These guys just showing off with the photon chairs. I have no such luck with that. Sorry to everyone I play with, for I am shite. You'll be no worse than me. I am so out of practice with this game. So yeah, I guess we can just start out by just running to an area and doing a multi-party, I guess. You'll be on a bit just making breakfast, going ahead for a bit. No worries. Love to join, but I'm on ship 1 mainly, even if I am rusty when I play this from time to time. Yeah, you can fart the cushions in this, yeah. So I guess I can go over to the counter. I am super out of practice. I can't remember how to do anything in this game. What do I even have? Do you have recommended quests as well? I mean, that seems like a bad idea doing a level 25 quest when I'm level 2. Just try to follow the Arx missions, fair enough. Recommended quest level you up quite a bit and do the dailies, fair enough. Not the Arx quest, the Arx Road thing. Is that the recommended ones? Yeah, Expedition shouldn't be too bad. Is this game released on PS3 and 360? No, although it does kind of look like it. For some reason, the global version looks way worse. I still don't know why, but it looks visually way worse than the Japanese version did. Turn off character lighting. Makes it look a lot better. You would think it would be there. I can't even see an option for character lighting, honestly. So I have... Let's see. They've got the Axe quest there, so we could do those. The bonus one's the ones you need a key for, if I remember correctly. We do have these recommended quests that have boosts. Well, I think there is a boost event on it at the minute anyway because of the NGS Super Genesis Festival. That is only a single party quest. It's under display quality and it's camera lighting, not character. Ah, okay. I mean, I still don't think it looks fantastic. It's a weird thing compared to the Japanese version. For some reason, the Japanese client look way better. I think it's something to do with the lighting engine, though, so I think we are right on that. So obviously when they've introduced NGS, the lighting that they use in NGS has obviously had a bad effect on Classic. Right, so what are these quests that you were talking about earlier on, the Arx Road ones that you mentioned? Because I can't see them there. Is it something I unlock later on, or press start? Oh, these ones. So the daily missions. And the main ones too, okay. Yeah, at the minute it is super elite. We do have one for clearing forest exploration. So I guess I can start with that one. I am on ship 2, Blader. You see, that's weird. It says it's already completed. I have not completed forest exploration on this character. I have never played this character. This is literally the first time I logged in. When I first logged in, it did the welcome to PSO2 thing. So I don't know what's going on there. I'll tell you what, for now, just so we're not wasting time. Possibly, yeah. I mean, this character did transfer over from ship 4. But none of my classes are leveled or anything. So I don't know how I would have done forest exploration without leveling anything. Unless it's class net is cleared from the other ship, but I don't know. The classes are ship specific, but Arcs quests aren't. That's so weird. You would think that wouldn't carry over between ships. Right, what I'm going to do... I'm just going to start with forest exploration. So, there is a way for this, isn't there? I was going to say, yeah, do you want to set up some parties first? From what you noticed, also auto-completes exploration quests for other characters when you do it with one. Happened with me when I introduced one to this game on a new character. Okay. I mean, that's probably a good thing because I suppose it means you can progress through easier on second characters, but yeah, just a bit weird. Right, so let's get a party set up then. So, how many do we have in total? Yeah, I think if we've got 6, maybe 2 parties of 3 is probably the best way to go. In my early days of PSO2, I never figured out how to change your player name until Zeomantic told you. Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll try and switch things up as we go. So, let's say first one, we'll go... I'm just going to invite people, so that can be the first one. So then the next party will switch over and we'll do different ones. Sky can Lee get inviting. I mean, it's up to you if you want to switch around. Yeah, it's entirely up to you. If you want to switch around parties, that's your choice. We are just going to do probably forest exploration to start anywhere, so... Right, party 2 is go. That's good. So... yeah, back to forest. I'm sorry to all the forest fans from PSO. You love the goth boot. Yeah, this character's theme is kind of goth, so... Forest is eternal. So... I guess, is it a case of one party makes the quest and then the other party does join party on current block or something? Again, it works totally differently in NGS, so I'm not as familiar with how it is in PSO2 Classic now.
Emergency! Code! Attack!
Oh god, we're getting emergency calls before it even starts. Seeing everyone do forest level is nostalgic to me of the early PSO2 days. Draken just leveled up for apparently no reason. Okay, so. I think what I'll do is... Oh, he did a daily order, okay. So I will put a password on, I think, just so there's no sort of random joins. Password will be stream. I'm not going to put that on because multiplayer requests from other parties should be fine. And I'll accept it in current block. I assume I'm doing this right. We will find out. I do like how I've been able to do almost nothing without getting a pop-up. I forgot how many pop-ups this game gives you at the start. I'll let it play since it's the first time. It is kind of nostalgic going back to Forest. I know there is a machine there. I have no money, so I can't afford that. Right, well, we have 7, so that's promising. I have literally the starting gear, so I have fight. I also have ill grants for some reason. I don't know why. Position with most players, that sounds good. That's one thing they need to add to NGS. He does have a Psycho wand, yeah. Now to remember how to play PSO2. Yeah, we are in Forest 2, so I wonder if we should maybe go back. I have this level without doing anything. I'm so used to double jumping as well. Is everyone together now, or...? You don't know how to tech her. Dude, I don't know how to do anything in PSO2. I'm so out of practice. There we go. Looking at this is kind of a mix between FF12 and Monster Hunter. That is extremely misty. Like, oppressively misty. Look at the damage. Just casually busting out like 700 damage at level like 3. Using the rod like a cannon. It's totally different to how they use it in NGS as well. Yeah, it is really funny, isn't it? Like how high the damage numbers get in base PSO2. Oh, thanks to the follow, Blader. Oh, single party area already. I forgot how short that area is now. I suppose we did start from block 2, so that probably didn't help. So maybe next time when we start, we just start from the beginning. Yeah, I was going to say I have no buffs whatsoever. Is it appropriate to say cease forest yet? We've just started, but I mean, we are also almost finishing as well. Yeah, that did not last long. I'm also probably going to get loads of Steam achievements for this as well, because I've never played it.
You piece of Ark's trash!
I don't know if it's axe trash. I mean, to be fair, I am kind of trash at the minute. My basic rod. Navirius is very easy. I am going to pick up things to sell because I need all the money. And start another explore from the camp ship. I also love how I've already got Dark Blast as well. We should do recommended. We can do. Key chance. Also, we can power level. So, most of these are like level 20 plus. For the enemies. I mean, there's 3 of us. Do you think we can handle it? We did kind of annihilate that boss in Forest, so that's fine, okay. Let's do... Can I just say I love that quest name? Disturbing Whistle of Chaos. We'll do that one. So, Demammoth Subjugation. This will abandon the current quest. But I've already had the reward. So why does it matter if I abandon it? Yeah, it makes no sense that. Why is it saying, oh, you're going to abandon the quest? I've already finished it. Go home, PSO2, you're drunk. Alright. You bought 7 quest triggers that are related to episode 5. Oh, nice one. I can afford a drink. I'll go with that one because I don't want to use all my money. Look at that, we've got the rod upgrade already. So I guess probably start from the beginning, just so I can run through the whole thing. We'll do a couple of these and we'll switch the parties around. Yeah, it's really interesting coming back to this after so long. Like I said, it's been years since I actually played PSO2 Classic, so quite interesting actually coming back to it and seeing what it's like now. It does feel like a completely different game from NGS. The password is stream, Mad Hatter. Oh, the first area is single party only. That's weird that it goes from single party to multi-party. Oh, we've got Mad Hatter in. Yeah, this block does appear to be multi. Because it does say 12 at the top. Well, 7 out of 12. Foil looks very cool in this game. From what I remember, I used to play quite a lot of Force in Classic, and I did really like it. Stuff is still disintegrating. We're fighting level 22s. We are super low level, and we are still disintegrating stuff. What other techs do I actually have? Do I have any other techs? I do have ill grants. I still don't know how I've got ill grants, but I'll take it. He's under. Too kind. Can't use it. I'm too terrible to use it yet. Although with the rate I'm leveling, probably not too long before I can. Yeah, Foy, I will say Foy does actually look really powerful in this. It's kind of crazy how different Force feels in this compared to NGS. In NGS, it's quite a floaty class in NGS, and very, very counter-burst. Oh, LJP just got a 9-star drop. Just a casual 9-star in normal. Yeah, it is kind of nostalgic coming back to this, honestly, after being away from it for so long. Don't forget team buff after this. Yeah, for anyone who's interested, there is a Fala fam team. I'm not actually in it because I'm already in an alliance at the moment. But yeah, there is a Fala fam team set up in PSO2. Do you prefer it to NGS? I'm not sure because, I mean, obviously NGS is the game that I'm playing a lot more of it lately. It's been so long since I played Classic. I did enjoy Classic, but for me, I mean, NGS and PSO2 Classic are both very, very radical departures from the early game, so I've never liked them as much. But I still do enjoy PSO2 Classic though. I'm level 8 already. I think what it is, there's a thing in NGS at the moment called the Super Genesis Festival. And as part of that, there is boosts in PS2 Classic as well. So we are getting ridiculous experience. It does feel like every single enemy someone is leveling. Rappies in looks markable plushies. Now to suffer Bantha, yeah, pretty much. Going back to play Classic and it forces you to play through part of NGS. Yeah, they do that now. So I think you have to clear the tutorial part of NGS to be able to play Classic, which I don't agree with. I get why they do it, because they want you to play NGS, obviously, but yeah. Wait, it's not even Bantha, it's the Mammoth. I also forgot actually that you can get multiple bosses when you play multiplayer. I am doing 1,000 damage at level 8. I do feel like I'm gonna get one shot if I get even remotely sneezed on, but I I forgot you can just attack techniques in this, can't you? I do not have the PP for spamming text at the moment. Really put you off. Yeah, it went back to Blue Burst in V2. Yeah, I mean, for sure. I think the jump from PSO to PSU is pretty big, but the jump from PSO to PSO2 is huge. You know, they are extremely different games. Remember the settings for auto pickup? Yeah, I'll have to look into that. That one gives me some PP. I'm using that. If I remember correctly, there's a way to stealth gear as well, isn't there, in this? There we go. Some of the units are really ugly. It is so different, yeah. It is a huge departure. Obviously, it was super successful. I mean, PSO2 Classic in particular was absolutely massive when it released. I got a Tokyo bonus key gold. Power leveling confirmed. Use that before the boost, and I will. Yeah, it's streamer luck killing you. Alright, so we'll do one more run with this party, and then we'll switch around. So what else we got? We do have that level 41 now, but exploration. So yeah, we do have the underground shafts exploration if you want to do that next. We've seen that once, we've done it to say again. I also need to remember in this that my inventory is tiny. Kind of to accept for what it is. It's not a PSO1 replacement. A bit like an arcade game, same with NGS, it's loud and full of dopamine hits. Like an arcade game, I kind of get tired of it more quickly. Yeah, they are just totally different games. A lot of people who like PSO1 are not going to like PSO2. A lot of people who like PSO2 probably won't like PSO1. That's totally fine. Can I use Gizonda yet by any chance? No, I'm still way off. It is cool to come back to this though, for sure. Well, I guess we're never getting that. Actually, we can, just about. Okay, so we've got a Wall Guarder and it has a title. So I guess I just don't get hit. Or it could just get disintegrated immediately. Oh god, everyone's dying. Boss theme's great for Big Vada. Yeah, I mean, PSO2, like most of the Fantasy Stars, has incredible music. I don't really like how the level up noise just stacked there because multiple people leveled, so I just thought what we'll do is we'll just make the level up sound really loud. Oh, we've got Rafoi. Yeah, just for everyone that levels up, we'll just make the level up noise even louder. Right, can we use Rafoi yet? No. Oh, we are very close though. Maybe one more level. I think what I like with PS2 Classic as well is that a lot of the areas kind of feel a bit inspired by PSO. You know, the fact that you do a forest, you do a cave, you do a mines. Yeah, I just heard Dat Ragnar as well, so I'm guessing it's on the map somewhere. Well, obviously, we've got to find it now. I forgot the PSO2 did stuff like that. No, apparently the only thing we get is Tranmisers. Oops, all Tranmisers. There's actually 2 of them. After this, I'll also really have to check my skill tree. Actually learn some skills, that would be good. I keep expecting to shoot like a projectile when I do a normal attack. I'm so used to forcing NGS. Oh, there's Ragnar. I love how I've been playing PSO2 for like a few minutes and it's already like way more chaotic than NGS. Like, almost everyone is immediately dead. A rare? I'll take it. You have no units first level, neither do I. And I just can't get through that. I'm not even going to attempt to try and get past that. Oh, there's the super loud level up again. More rares. I got a rare rod. You can heal. Well done. I cannot heal. I can use Rafoi now, though. Big Vada is going to be brutal at this level. I just won't be able to get hit. Oh yeah, it's the legally distinct signal beats. Not to be confused with Sinnoh beats. I cannot believe how fast people are leveling. Lilliput Mines, not to be confused with Ragdoll Mines, exactly. Ragdoll, never heard of it. I will say that the areas in PSO2 Classic, they do feel like they've got a bit more life to them. It feels like there's a lot more randomness that can happen as well, compared to NGS. Well, of course we get Gelbulfs. I was wondering how long it'd be before these guys showed up. Yeah, oh no, exactly. The level cap is 100. Yeah, so if you've never played before, basically these things will chase players and you just have to not get hit by them. Even with this huge boost, after 75, the game slows down. Okay. Right, we have survived the attacks. It's not so much stealth picker, it's more just you just need to run away from them if they target you. They're just like floating bombs, basically, so they just explode if they hit you. We're going to get cap 100 in NGS. Yeah, I mean, we're at 95 already in NGS. I genuinely don't know what the cap will go to in that. I kind of feel like the game hasn't been around long enough to just stop at 100, but who knows? Well, this is going to be fun. Incredibly ungeared. The big Vada. Nice one. Let's go. This is a really cool boss that I remember when I did this for the first time back on the Japanese servers. The sense of scale in it is really, really good. Leveling up by doing nothing. It does pretty much feel like that at the minute. So yeah, I basically have no health, so I more or less just can't get hit. Yeah, that hurt. This is not a custom server, no, this is the Sega servers. So although PSO2 NGS is the current game, you can still play classic PSO2 as well. I feel I'm going to die horribly, but we went for it. Let's see if anyone gets caught in the explosion. Yeah, run exactly, yeah. I remember that. Ilsonder, I'll take it. Another Ilsonder, I'll take it. Another Ilsonder. We'll probably leave that one. PS2 Classic is not your favourite and you may criticise it often, but something I really liked about PS2 Classic was the sense of scale of the bosses. Yeah, a lot of the bosses in PS2 are on a very, very big scale. Man's like DJ Khaled over here. Another one. Another one. I got a unique weapons badge. So much for getting another key. Can't get into PSO2. Yeah, I said this a bit earlier. It's definitely not for everyone. like the basicness of PSO1. I think if you like games like PSO1, it can be very, very hard to acclimatize PSO2. I totally get that. I can get rid of that because I'm not going to play jet boots. Can Rangers not use twin mech guns? No, that is for gunner. One thing I have noticed is they have changed the name of a lot of things in the global version. So I'm pretty sure these were not called Shifter Essence and D-Band Essence. I think they were Shifter Ride, I think, or D-Band Ride. I think. You got an 8-star mech gun. Yeah, I think you probably need to be gunner for it. Although there are some weapons that are used by other classes as well. So I will return to the lobby and leave party, and then we'll switch parties for the next run. They have renamed them, okay. At least it's not like the Southeast Asian version where they rename things like, you know, renaming Force to Magician. Sky, show how to go to Alliance quarters. You go there. We've got a new bunch of players on Farlafam. See, I won't be able to go to your Alliance quarters though, will I? Because I'm not part of the Alliance. But that's how you do it though. You go to one of the transporters and move to Alliance quarters. You'll unlock it, okay. Yeah, I saw a comment about the game looking quite floaty. It depends a lot on what class you play, honestly. Some of the classes feel very sort of rooted to the ground. Some classes do feel very floaty, though. So there, we've got the Alliance quarters. So how do I go to the Farlafam one then, Drac, from here? Oh god, it's the PSU opening thing. Friend list, okay. Ah, visit Alliance quarters, there we are. Right, I have arrived in the Farlafam headquarters. You'd love to see the Farla icon. Not so much the Red Shadow Legends, but... yeah, so that's how you get your buffs anyway. You basically go to this tree and get them from there. PSU song is peak 2000s. It is. Yeah, I'm unable to get buffs from there because I am not a member of the Alliance. Yeah, there's also the free run, yeah, as well. For anyone who might not be aware, we did just have a free run. Well, we still got it at the moment. There is a free run collab as well. So let's see. Where is it? Stamps. So we do have free run stamps. Love it. What else have we got? So yeah, if you like free run, now is the time to play because there is a collab on. So we'll go back to the lobby. You know we're gonna have to do some casino at the end of this as well. So I think what we'll do now is we'll do maybe a few more runs and we'll switch the parties around. Casino is peak PSO2. You like they were going for something new, but there are way too many menus for my liking. I have the same problem with most MMORPGs. It is kind of menu overload. One issue I do have with PSO2 Classic in particular is there is a lot of things going on. There is a lot of systems and everything added to the game, and it does get a bit overwhelming sometimes. You need AC to reset the trees. Only it's time for your daily NGS slander. PSU is still your favourite, PSO coming a close second, but at least franchise still going. I think a lot of people, it seems a lot of people's opinion is that they like it up to about PSO2. I know a lot of people do not like NGS, and that is totally fine. There's almost too much in it, and it can get overwhelming for newer people. I think for a new player, it is quite hard to get into it. They did try and make it easier, so there is this NPC here who's called the Handbook Guide, and she's like a tutorialization NPC, so that does help. But particularly even later on, it adds so much to the game that it does get quite confusing. The Black Nyack table has been empty lately. We might have to change that later then. I don't even know how that would work on Twitch, because I know gambling is a bit of a weird thing on Twitch. Or if it's gambling in a game. Right, so where is everyone? Mad Hatter there. So let's all get grouped up, then we can do another couple of runs. So what I'll do is, I know Kilnyath and Zale, you weren't in the last team where you saw we can party up. PSU is your favourite as well. A lot of people really like PSU. If you like PSU, there's a video going live on Tuesday about sort of how the perception of PSU has changed over the years, so you might find that interesting. You like the combat and NGS a lot, but the content. Yeah, the content is the main issue. I mean, there is stuff to do, but it could definitely do more for sure. Right, so we have the team. And members get it first, plug. I'm glad someone plugs the membership, because I don't. Yeah, if you are a member on YouTube, you do get a week head start on the video, so that is as much plugging as I will do. Right, let's see what we've got next. What have we got for daily orders anyway? Suppress Automata. That would probably... Oh, suppress Big Vada as well. That would have been handy to take, wouldn't it? Well, too late for that now. PSO2 was your Kingdom Heart and NGS was your Xenoblade Chronicles. Daily orders almost always line up with the recommended quest. I'll remember that for the future. Alright, do you know, whatever, I'm just going to make another one. I have no idea what that is. It seems like a bad idea because it is level 40. What else we got for expeditions anywhere? Let's have a look. Who do I want to go against that I haven't seen for a while? Do all the expeditions in order, show all the vanilla content. I'm fine doing that if you want to do that. So it would be caves next, but like level 11 is terrible. Like we're just going to obliterate stuff. Also, excuse me, normal. Items available, Divine Staff Amaterasu. Is that really dropping normal? We can clear all the recommended, I think, especially with this many. So, I mean, that one just isn't even worth doing. It's level 2. It's probably like a 7-star. Do it anywhere. Key chance. Ah, yeah, I suppose, yeah, it is a key chance. So, yeah, we can do this then. We'll get this out of the way quickly. This will be super easy, but we'll just get it done. What the hell is a Sylvant? Is that like just a forest enemy? Because again, I'm sure that wasn't called that on the Japanese version. Sylvants are Nibirius natives. They could have just called them Nibirius natives. It would have been a bit easier. Sure, let's do that. I'll take that as well because they're quite common. Nibirius is not Nibirius. They had to change the name for reasons. What reasons, nobody knows. Yeah, again, if I call anything the wrong name, it's probably because I'm calling it the Japanese name. Because I'm so used to it. Is that a Club of Zamuran you've got there? It is. Flexing with the PSO raz. I do have that special weapon mode as well. I should probably identify that at some point. You're really surprised that Sega didn't make a PSO spin-off for the Switch. Seems like it's such a no-brainer. Yeah, I mean, unless they decide to do something for the Switch too, but it's hard to know at this point, really. You doubt it. Kind of feel a bit bad for that Rappy. He says and then beats it up again. They did. It's whatever Xenoblade game they released. How convenient for them to show. They can make more offline games with the IP. I mean, what was the most recent game? Was the most recent game? Obviously, the most recent one was NGS, obviously. I think, was it Idola before that? The iPhone game? Mobs, stop spawn camping. Sky, stop spawning. I have no problem with spawn camping in this. All this PSO talk is making you want to play some PSO1. Eric, do you play on any of the private servers? Because I'm sure you know, but there's loads of private servers for PSO. Yeah, this one's just a single party. We're basically just doing it to get for a chance of getting a key. And then we'll switch over to an exploration, or we might try doing that level 41 for a laugh. You wouldn't mind a Fantasy Star 1 to 4 2.5D remake bundle like Dragon Quest and Star Ocean? I would love to see them just do something with Fantasy Star 2, 3, and 4. Speaking of which, if you like the classic Fantasy Stars, next Wednesday I should be finishing Fantasy Star 1 and hopefully starting Fantasy Star 2. Also, this week as well, I'm doing what's called a stream week. So instead of doing video uploads, there will be a video going live on Tuesday which will go public, which will be the PSU video that members had last week. But apart from that, there won't be another video this week. But there will be 3 streams instead. So I'll be streaming on Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. You can't cut grass in NGS. Yeah, you can break the grass, can't you? The long grass. Now that the Christmas event is over, I'll randomly run LBA and gold will finally drop. I mean, that's how it works, isn't it? As soon as the rare drops end. And to be fair, missed on the Discord, you know, hunted a V101 for quite a lot of the event. Didn't get it. As soon as the event ended, he got a V101. Recently started playing on a Finia, got a Steam Deck and living the dream now. Oh, nice one.
Emergency. Code. Attack.
Yeah, I suppose that there is the IDR boost at the minute, I guess, isn't there? Good job on that, though. I know you've been after it for a little while, so... I've recently started my journey in PSO BB Affinia again. I'm wondering if I should play PSO2. They are extremely different games. I've said this a few times this stream, but if you like PSO1, there's no guarantee you'll like PSO2, but there's no harm in trying it. I mean, the download is free. You basically just download PSO2 NGS, and then there is a free DLC to add the old PSO2 content. So it is totally free to try. I got a photon booster, which it was PSO I would be very happy about. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go and tech this special weapon. It is better than a badge, yeah, to be fair. I'll keep the party going because we'll do another run. But I need to go and tech this weapon. PSO1 is a vibe. It is. Actually, what's our look like today? Explain teching for the audience. I can't remember how it works in PSO2. I guess I'll find out. If I remember correctly, I think you choose an element if it's like a melee weapon. And I think there's abilities you can add as well, like to improve your rare drop rate, I think. I could be totally wrong. Okay, what's my luck? Great fortune. You will meet wonderful friends. Cherish every new encounter. Aww. Maybe the real luck was the friends we made along the way. Exactly. Right, what is this? I'm going to take this fire because I use fire almost exclusively because I have nothing else. Yeah, I want rare drop multipliers. I'm a PSO player, of course I want rare drop multipliers. It's a red processor. Cool. Actually use it as well. It's incredibly ugly. So at the minute, Nimu, we are all on, it's block 1, the free player block. So we had one more recommended left, which was that level 40 quest. How are you up for trying that? Or is that a terrible idea? We can try, yeah, exactly. So they renamed the technique ability to casting, but it increases your technique. Okay. You could have just left it as technique. Need more levels to try it, fair enough. So I think that is all of the recommended quests then. I think that was... I'm pretty sure that was all of them. Yeah, we've done all the other ones. So we can work through... I mean, Caves is the next one, but Caves is still super low level, honestly. I guess it can blast through it. Just to show it off. Ball Dragon won't know what hit him. Problem you have in PSO was that you can't find people your level to play with. So you're wondering if PSO2 is more beginner friendly than PSOBB. I think if you want to try PSO2, now is a really, really good time. There is a festival on in NGS, which is also giving big boosts in PSO2, so you will level really, really fast. I mean, for context, I started this stream at like level 1, basically, and I'm level 15 now. Also, I do have a Discord as well. There should be, on YouTube, there should be a link in the video description to the Discord, so feel free to join us over there as well, because, you know, we do play PSO off stream as well. Oh, I can use Elson. Is Elson, is this the travel one? Yes, it is. Okay. I still have no ice text whatsoever. I'm just going to go from starting point. Oh god, what happened to the caves? Why does it look this bad? This looks horrible. It did not look like this in the Japanese client. It was much darker for sure in the Japanese client. The lighting engine is totally different. It used to look decent. It definitely looked better than this. This looks really bad. It must just be when the engine was updated with NGS, I'm guessing. Problem you have in PSO. Yeah, so I think for PSO, I think the best thing you can do is, if you're on a Finia, maybe go to the American ship, Fodra. That tends to be one of the busiest ones. Maybe just ask them there. Or just open a party without a password and just see if people join. But I do know that PSO generally, a lot of people are at a higher level, so it can be difficult to get a low level party sometimes. Let's try using Elson and see what it does. I think it hits anything that you go through. That is not a block. I think it was for the other person, but they were in a different party, so... That's not an area, guys. Someone went that way and disappeared. I think Mew tends to show up on Sundays on Affinia, though I haven't seen her in a while, but she's always up to help new people. Yeah, Mew is really friendly. I think generally the people on Affinia are, for the most part, really friendly. Oh, Zonda. Yeah, that works. You don't want to be boosted or anything, you just want to progress in the game like the old days. So I know on Affinia, there is a way to do, I think it's called Purist mode, I think. Where there is basically a way to disable all the boosts and everything. We have wall chicken, treasure burgers, and now ground ham. It is a running theme of the series, isn't it? Getting meat in weird places. I mean, at least the ham here would actually cook. Actually, yeah, ground ham is actually a thing, isn't it? It could also burn. That's why we need to kill stuff quickly to get it before it does. Yeah, I'm sorry to anyone who was hoping for some high-level, exciting gameplay. This is what you get. Oh, Razonde as well. It's giving me all the Zonde attacks. Still nothing ice at all. What is everything here weak to? Ice. I should probably put my Dark Blast on my palette at some point. I totally forgot about that. It is really funny having access to Dark Blast at super low level. You find this cooler than high level gameplay, to be honest. It's nostalgic. Oh, cool. Yeah, literally when I logged in, it was like you've got access to Elder and Loser forms. Dark Falz Persona. Must be cross ship. Yeah, I remember that Falz Persona was one of the major bosses. I'm going to assume that it's probably way too high level for us. I'm not sure, Kilniath, because it's done this on every single character, unless it is like some of the quests where if you've done it on one, it unlocks for all of them. But every single character I've logged in as, I've automatically unlocked. Only the Elder and Loser Dark Blasts. That false Persona, damn, that game gets every crossover. Oh, you had none of them unlocked, okay. Yeah, maybe I did some of the story on Ship 4 then, but I genuinely don't remember doing it. Oh, more Gelbulfs. Where are they?
Emergency. Code. Avoid.
So we'll just like hide over here, yeah? Is it this RNGS that has the Shin Megami Tensei collab? I know that Classic did have I think it was a Persona 5 and maybe a Persona... I think it was, you know, the Persona dancing games. I think it had a collab with them as well. Yeah, let's maybe not go that way. We're good? We're good. But yeah, on the subject of collabs, I was looking at the list of PSO2 classic collabs on the Japanese server, and I had forgotten how many it had. I got to over 90. Now look who it is, it's the other team. Collabs we'll never get. Yeah, I don't know what collabs the global side got. Like I said, I never really played the global side on PSO2, so I really don't know what it ended up getting. I'm pretty sure I've seen someone dressed up as 2B, so I'm guessing they maybe got the Nier Automata collab. How many are for fast food? I actually don't know if there was one. Actually, I tell you, like on the Japanese server at least, there was definitely a collab with 7-Eleven that I remember. I remember fighting this guy a lot in the PSO2 alpha test. It was actually really scary in the alpha test. Probably not going to have an issue with it this time.
Emergency. Code. Q.
Soda and burgers are a recurrent thing in the franchise. Yeah, that was still quite a low level area, so we'll just move a bit there.
Completed.
I got the confusingly named Zax, which is not an axe, it's a sword. But we've got an ice tech finally, we've got Gibata. We got several Gibatas. This is the Dark Souls of the PSO2 series. It is a really interesting game because it does cater to a lot of people, this, I think. You know, it has a comparatively quite low entry point for difficulty. You know, it is very, very easy to get into. It does get very complicated later on though, and there is a lot of depth to the combat in this. kind of feel it's the kind of game you can put a lot of time into if you want to. At least trimates don't cost an arm and a leg. Yeah, they're actually quite cheap in this, aren't they? I should probably buy those now, to be honest. One thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go and check my skill tree because I need to learn some skills. Because I have nothing at the minute. Make sure you pick the right skills. I think I can sort of remember how to build force in this. Drac will shout at you otherwise. So, from what I remember, I seem to remember that Photon Flare was like the really important one to get. If it's even called Photon Flare in this. There it is. So, and for that I need... So I need Tech Power up to level 2 to unlock it. Isn't that stuff in PSO? This one wasn't in PSO. I think this was introduced. It was either PSP2 or PSO2. There might be a staff similar to it. Yeah, this one's called Red Processor. I think it was PSO2 or maybe one of the portable games that added it. So we do have Tech Power Up. That's really useful. I'm not really bothered about Talus too much because I tend to use Rod mainly anyway. Boost damage dealt from charge techniques. Boost damage dealt during charge techniques again. Gotta head out now. Hope you have a good stream. Ah, no worries, Flair. Thanks for dropping by. Lobby is popping this time of night. It's good to see people still playing it, honestly. Not that I'm surprised, because, I mean, you know, people still play PSO and PSU, so... There's a lot there I can't access yet, so I think for now... Ah, actually, Photon Bullet was really useful, actually. Fantasy Star, the series that will never die despite Sega. Thanks for the friend request, Mad Hatter. Element conversion, convert your weapon element level to a technique damage bonus. Bonus is increased if the weapon and technique elements match. Yeah, I remember using that. So really, I think I just need this to probably, what, level 3 to unlock these? And that unlocks all the masteries and some of the useful skills, so... I definitely want that to level 5, because I want Flame Tech Short Charge. That leaves me 1 SP, so I'll just put that in there for now. What if the Fantasy Star series actually manages to outlive Sega itself?
またいつでもどうぞ。
Okay, done. So add that to my palette and then I'm sorted. I don't need telepipes on my palette. I can be Dark Blast. Is Fort and Flare just a passive now? Temporarily boosts your technique power.
またいつでもどうぞ。
Can't see that, so I'm assuming it just works. How do you use your special dodge? No idea, let's roll with it. Yeah, the range dodge is that weird roll, isn't it?
どのクエストにする？
Imagine it just replaces your normal dodge animation. Yeah, it's like a huge dodge roll, isn't it? Even Desert was only level 14. No, I guess we can quickly blast through it. I haven't said that Persona is in a few minutes, but I'd imagine that normal is probably too high level for us, I would assume. Next difficulty unlocks at 2025. Do you still have to do client orders to unlock the difficulties now? Or is that being gotten rid of? Because I remember on the Japanese version you used to have to do loads of client orders to unlock the level caps. This is Ship 2 Co-op, yeah. Yeah, from Coffee, okay. It is really weird that they decided to spell her name like that. When her name is basically Pudding, as in pudding. She should be called Coffee, as in coffee. All the OGs are a Ship 2. Yeah, some of the translation is a little bit to be desired, but I'll just wait for this urgent quest to start just so I can see what the level is, out of curiosity. At least it's not the English translation. Yeah, the SEA server was brutal. That server, I'm not surprised it didn't last very long. For those who aren't aware, the Southeast Asian version basically changed tons of things with the game. So a lot of the class names were totally changed. So like Force was changed to, I think it was Magician. A lot of the item names were changed. Techniques were referred to, I think, as magic. And the worst thing was that all of the outfits had stats and were meta, so you had to use specific outfits for certain abilities. In PSO2 Classic, it was bigger. That's not how it is on the other servers. So on this, you can see if I go into my fashion, none of these have any abilities. They're just purely cosmetic. Right, let's see. Yeah, so you need to be level 40 to do this. So we're not doing Dark Persona. We will not be saving the world this time. Sky's in Japanese and it brings back audio memories. Honestly, one of the main reasons for putting it in Japanese, I mean, I use the Japanese voices anyway, but one of the main reasons is because of Affin. I cannot stand Affin's English voice. Yeah, we'll do desert then. We'll just work through them. Yeah, for some reason they decided to turn Affin Australian. Like, incredibly Australian. So thanks to everyone for watching as well. I know PSO2 is a bit new for the channel. Unless you look back at my really super early videos from years ago with my potato quality mic. Yeah, I don't mind the desert. I wish the story wasn't told through a list of cutscenes. That is a new thing on global. So on the Japanese server, the way the story was told was quite different. I don't know if you played in the Japanese server or not at the time, but it was very, very different how the story was delivered. To some degree, it was even worse. This is the global server swamp, which, yeah. Oh no. We've got one of these guys. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh god, lily pans. I do not like lily pans at all. So I think this is the code where you have to do like emotes. Tell me something. What do you want me to deliver? Are you just scared? Is that what you're doing? Or is it because there's enemies here? Is that why? Emergency code gesticulate. Right, what do you want me to do? Sir? So you're just not going to tell me anything, huh? Fine, be that way. Or is it that we need to go to this second one and then come back to it? Oh, it's this one that has the emote, okay. That's a PSU emote. I have no idea which one that is. Looks like it's asking how you're doing. Does anyone know what that emote was? Because I do not know. You did it. Well done. Hi, Maxon. So now it's a bow. So now we have to go back to the other one and bow to the other one. Of course we get this chord. It's like one of the worst chords in the entire game. Right, can we bow? Oh, he even knows the shortcut. Look at him go. Thank you for doing that, because I did not have a clue. Just tried to stalk you, but apparently I'm on a different server. Yeah, so which I am on the global server on ship 2. I'm actually surprised how many people I'm seeing in normal, to be honest. By which I mean just random people. It seems like there's more people playing than I thought. fairly active. Oh, it's really good to hear. The JP version of handling the story is an interesting idea in concept, but just bad in reality, but I appreciate their attempt. Yeah, the whole matterboard system that the Japanese server used, it just didn't work well. It was not fun in the slightest. So I'm kind of glad they got rid of that. Hey, we got a rare drop. It's the same jet boots we got last time. Yeah, the matterboard was awful, wasn't it, Max? It was so bad. It is funny getting rare drops in normal, yeah. The amount of times I've tried double jumping because I'm so used to NGS. Yeah, I think a lot of people who play global who maybe didn't play the Japanese server just don't know how bad the matterboard system was. There is a very good reason they did not bring it back. Any code or anything? No? Cool. Yeah, I think the main thing I didn't like about the matterboard was the fact that you do like a story scene, which, you know, it'd be fine. But then after that, it'd be like, okay, now you need to go and fight 10 of this enemy, or now you need to go and find this specific drop before you can advance on the story. And sometimes you do it and the drop just wouldn't happen. And you'd be there for ages trying to get this specific drop to happen just so you could advance the story. And it just wasn't fun. A PSA chance. Sounds like NGS sometimes. Yeah, I mean, the NGS story, a lot of it is obviously just going to NPCs and... Yeah, a lot of it is just like going to NPCs, doing a task for them. It is very simple the way NGS works. I think with NGS, honestly, that the story is pretty much an afterthought. It's never been the focus. Plus to make out to slay a certain mob, but because everyone's farming it or whatever, it just never spawns. Yeah, I mean, they are trying to remedy the story a bit, so there is a new one coming soon. The last story quest they added in NGS was actually pretty good. So I'm hoping that the next one's going to be as good. Prior to the last one, the story was admittedly very weak. Chapter 7 of NGS Redeemed 6. 6 was awful. But yeah, 7 was actually really, really interesting. And the fact that if you played PSO2 Classic, it did have a little extra link in it as well. That was a quite cool touch, I thought. This is great, having a blast. Oh, good to hear. Yeah, it's been nice coming back to it, honestly. I think because I've been away from it for so long, it's it feels kind of fresh again. Like, the main reason I stopped playing was basically, well, one of the reasons I stopped playing was basically because I'd done so much in the game. I'd played it more or less most nights for several years, and I just burnt out. So that is one reason I stopped playing. I think because I've been away from it for so long, it does feel kind of fresh again. Oh, so these are under the avoid one, aren't they? Yeah. So we have to avoid these like red rings that pop up. Yeah, so those little red rings there, you just basically need to avoid them. Thankfully, Force has a really good dodge, so I can generally dodge it quite easily. Seven was such a good start. It's just a shame they took a year of doing no story after it. Hope this is their way to let people catch up on the classic story so that people won't miss out on it since it's been more connected. Possibly, yeah. I mean, I know we are getting a new chapter. I think is it some point in February, I think, and then we're getting a sub chapter apparently in August. I wouldn't have much confidence for the sub chapter because they're quite often just really short cutscenes. But the next main chapter, I'm interested to see how it goes. Now, I'm going to be honest, every time I got this code on PS2 Classic, I just attacked the thing and blew it up. I'm glad to see that it's persisting. I don't really know anyone who actually does that code. No one likes lily puns that I can tell. Everyone just destroys the robot and makes it explode. I wouldn't say it was failed. I would say it was a roaring success, personally. I'm doing so much damage already. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. You unironically spend 80% of your time in the casino. Honestly, the casino in PSO2 base is really fun. Don't get grabbed by the boss. Like, this is like the beetle dude, isn't it? Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember this guy. It's great. I'll have to get going though. Ah, no worries, Mad Hatter. Thanks for joining as well.
Emergency code due.
Oh, Zell got grabbed. I would heal you if I could, but unfortunately I still lack Resta. Nobody likes lily pads. Yeah, I'm still yet to find anyone that actually likes them. But yeah, every time that code would come up on the Japanese servers, I would just destroy it. As long as I wasn't with anyone, obviously, or if it was like a public game, I'd leave it up to them. But if I was on my own, I would just destroy it. Yeah, they are basically like pretty much Ewoks, aren't they? Oh, we've got Samegid. We've got Red Double Saber. Megid sounds like a demand. I need to do the order for more pallet slots at some point as well. Yeah, it's nice just going through the different areas and sort of refamiliarize myself with it again. Yeah, if you want to shuffle the parties around again, that's fine. I'm just going to go and sell stuff first, though. Right, what's these weapons I've got? I do love that it uses the PSO Tekka little jingle as well. It's a nice little callback. How many abilities does that have? 7 abilities axe, alright, fair enough. Got a red double saber. I remember this dropping much later on the Japanese version. So they've obviously shuffled the drops around quite a bit. Because I'm pretty certain these didn't drop in normal. And a red gun blade as well. Anything about what storage to use in this? Is there a specific storage for PSO2 stuff? I might have to buy some extended storage maybe at some point. Because I play NGS as well, a lot of my inventory is full of NGS stuff. We'll just dump it in the premium storage like everything else for now. Yeah, the mission storage. I know I have mission pass storage on NGS. I don't seem to have access to it there. No idea. No, it appears that Restream is having problems again. It's just disconnected from all of the chats. I can still see my Twitch chat, thankfully, and it looks like it's just reconnected again. So I think we're good. Thanks for that, Restream. Yeah, restream is very handy for what it does, but it is very, very buggy and likes to break a lot. Gotta go, guys. Thanks for the stream. No worries, Boink. Good to see you. Alright, so let's we'll maybe do one more lot of a few quests, maybe, and then maybe end it up with a casino. It's 5 was online, we need one more. Yeah, otherwise it's gonna be like a 3 or a 2, isn't it? Unless we do just go Gamba now. We could do Gamba now if you want to. Is it gambling time?
何かしら。さよなら。
Yeah, let's do that then. Since we've got 5. I'm not gonna have much money. Have you not seen this before, Pika? Yeah, so this is the casino. So first of all, I think I need to speak to you to get...
いらっしゃいませ。
2 words, blackjack. We'll do that.
よろしくお願い。ごゆっくりどうぞ。
So I don't have a casino coin pass.
いらっしゃいませ。
Are you able to give me one? Yeah, the blackjack is called Blackjack. Have one from the Arcs Road quests. So I've got one there that says in progress for daily orders. I thought I'd done a daily order, but apparently not. We can hand one in, fair enough. I'll be back momentarily. I also love the idea of that Dark Falls is literally trying to destroy the world, and we're just going to gamble it up in the casino instead. There is nothing to hand in, apparently. So here's the one I can do quickly. I guess defeating... Was it just one I had to do, was it? Yeah, just one. Okay. Why worry about the world if you can be rich? Yeah, what I'll do then is I will quickly go and kill, what was it, 20 machines? Could also technically do that one. Yeah, I didn't do them because I didn't bother picking these up because we'd just done Big Vada. I'm just looking for one that's going to be really quick to do. I guess defeating 20 automata is probably really easy. I'll go and quickly do this and then I'll be back. So should be a ton of machines here, so it should be pretty easy. Wanna give me any more? Or is it just one? You have 23,000 casino coins from your 115 passes. Yeah, I think with the casino passes, it's one of those things where once you start getting them, you just don't stop. I kind of feel like they should give you a casino coin the first time you go to the casino. Just so you can actually start playing the games. Probably not too many more. That could be good because that'll make things spawn.
Emergency. Code. Collect.
I'm not really interested in collecting the materials. I just want to get the kills. There we go. Nice. We've got our Gamba passes. Lost some players now with 4. No worries. We can do a little bit of this and then we can switch it up and do something else. Right, I have 500 casino coins. So play Rappy slots. I think we're going to do Black Nyak though, I think, so... Where is it? Play Black Nyak, there we go. Alright, let's go. I love how stupid the casino is. Is it going to let me get up or is it going to pop before I get there? Haha. Gonna make a move, guys. Got an early start tomorrow. No worries, RGP. Thanks for joining as well. Good to play with you as well. Very safe way to travel, yeah, exactly. Thank you for the rare drop in casino. Right, I think it's time. Blackjack. You're rubbish. You are no worse than me. I was extremely rusty. So anyone who wants to gamba, come on to the table. We're in Casino Block 1. It's Meow. It's the slightly more annoying version of Meow. Called Meow. That's why it's called Blackniak. You got Blackjack already? That is a fantastic character. Alright, let's do this. If anyone else wants to join in, feel free. I'm going to go with baby bets because I have next to no money. Alright, so I am the yellow player, I think. The rules are basically just blackjack. Look how they butcher my girl Meow. Yeah, but we do not like Meow. Meow is fine. 16, that is horrible. I'm gonna stay. Or 17 even. 17 is not too bad. Oof. Go on, get greedy. Nice. Sometimes Meow is very stupid and will keep pulling even when it's gonna go bust. I don't understand why it does it. I'm not against it. I'll go 20. You can feel it be in the casino 90% of the time. There's quite a few casino games. There's this. There's the slot machines. I will hit on that. You got 22 again. Yeah, there's obviously the Black Nyak. There is the slot machines. There's another different slot machine as well. There's also a thing called Mezitan Shooter, which is like a turret game where you have to hit targets. There is things you can get with your casino coins as well, so... There is also these special ones where you roll a dice and that's what number your card becomes. On 10, I am definitely going to hit. I'll do. Casino is sick in this. I really enjoy it, yeah, it's kind of cool. I know a lot of people want it in NGS, but I don't know why, because you can still go to this one and it's fine. I mean, I wouldn't be against them doing more like mini games in NGS. It would be cool, but I don't think it necessarily needs a casino. So we just all lost then, yeah? Cool. I don't like that he's got a 10. And people just want nice social hubs in NGS. Yeah, I mean, there are areas in the cities that are kind of social. So I know, like, Central City, for example, has... Oh, I need to risk a hit here. Oh, I don't like that. I need to hit, but I'm going to go bust. Told you. Yeah, there are places in some of the cities, like Central City does have like the cafe and seating area and stuff, but I get what you mean though. I suppose in NGS they probably consider the social spaces as like the creative space. I suppose their theory is you can make basically what you want in the creative space, so I do that. But I appreciate creative space is not for everyone. You saw an amazing creative space Guardians colony today. Oh, cool. I know I've seen a few people do Pioneer too. Of course I get a 10. Literally the only number that I didn't want, I get. It always seems with this game that you either lose all the time or win all the time. There is nothing in between. I am going to stay on 17 because I don't trust it at all. I mean, of course you get 20. Of course you do. I'll blame the dealer. There was a thing on Japanese PSO2 where if you kept losing to, you know, people would just change table in the hope he was different on a different table. Nice, I'll take that. So what'll happen now is he'll get a 5-carder and win. Don't do it. Good. Oh, Tuba's got Black Knight there. Moral of the story, don't gamble. Yes, see, this is perfect example of why you should not gamble. Ignore the last one where I won. Yeah, we'll do a few more of these and then we'll maybe do a couple of quests. 20 is fine. That card's really just counting as 0. You could probably get a 5-carder quite easily if you're lucky. I'm just waiting for Niao to get a 21. Got a gambler, just don't let it get out of hand. Hello there. Don't get why it hides the other players' cards when it's not versus. Yeah, that is a really good point. Even though it's fake, don't do it. I've actually got a full table. So I am this one here. So second from the left. The one that has an absolutely horrible hand at the minute. I mean, I'm gonna hit. I don't like that. Do you know what? I'm gonna stay on that and I'm gonna hope that you go bust. Get greedy now. No, you're just gonna get black neck instead. So it didn't really matter because I was gonna lose anyway. Now with the extra cards hidden up its sleeves. Why now? Why? What's the bet that he has a 10 face down? Oh, someone's gone for a 5-carder. Oh, look. It got black neck again. He 100% has 21. I mean, it does work as like a social thing to do in the game. It is cool. And there is a benefit to doing it in the game because there are things you can get. Yeah, I'll hit, sure. We'll do maybe 3 more hands and then we'll do some quests to round things out. I bet he has 21 again. Don't do it now. Don't you dare. There are no words. You miss stuff like this in NGS. We just got Line Strike, which is mad. I don't mind Line Strike. I think Line Strike is pretty fun. It's not my favorite card game, and it's not my favorite fantasy style card game either, because PSO episode 3 is better. Of course. I mean, why wouldn't I get a 10? Meow is Meow's evil brother. It does feel that way. Got 21 again. Is that 3 in a row he's had? And yet we keep on putting money down. Yeah, 3 in a row, yeah. Maybe this time it'll be different. But yeah, I don't mind Line Strike. I don't really like that the scratch to get more cards is actual Arcs cash. I know there are vouchers for it as well, but not a huge fan of that. I'm just gonna go big and go double down. Why not? That is terrible. That is the worst possible outcome. Get greedy. Get more greedy. Do it again. Yeah, Last Strike could have been just a mobile game, but it's something else to do in NGS. I'm not going to knock it for being in the game. Alright, so last hand, and then we will switch over doing some more quests. I feel like he's reserving the worst possible cards for me. Go on, give me a 10. This is why you don't gamble. Oh no, he merely got 20 this time. Well, it's been nice playing now, but I'm done. There we go. Never played PSO2. Do they even still use Mazetta? They do. It's just in the casino you use casino coins. Basically, there is... Where is it? There is a vendor. So you've got your typical vendor there for Mazetta. Yeah, got him exactly. And there is also a prize thing here, so you can exchange for your casino coins for things here. So you can do things like getting the horrific Lilliput suits if you so desire. There's a few weapon camos. There's some items for your mag. There is also another limited prize one as well, where you can get things like star gems. So there is a benefit to doing the casino for sure, even if you just amass the coins, because you can just get the casino coin vouchers, exchange them here for the coins, and then just sit on the coins if you want to. I think there is a limit to how many coins you can carry at once. Okay. I know there is a camp ship there, but I think it's better to go to the gate just so we can meet up with any people that might be on. So I really don't like the New Year's music. I've never liked this New Year's music in Phantasy Star. Just us three. That's fine, yeah, we can do a 3-player if you want to. Played a bit of PSL BB Affinia. Is the PSO2 server scene the same kind, or is this official? This is unofficial. So the current game is Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis, but there is a free DLC for New Genesis which allows you to play classic PSO2 as well. So at the moment there is still official support. It doesn't get updated anymore. New Genesis gets updates, PSO2 Classic doesn't, but it is still there with all the content unlocked. Alright, let's get a party set up anywhere. Right, there we go. We've got the party going. see what we can do next.
待ってましたよ。いつでも来てください。どのクエストにしますか？
Yeah, I'm not sure how it works on console, Corvo, but on Steam at least, you basically just download New Genesis, which is a free download. It is free to play. And then in the DLC on Steam, there is a free DLC for, I think it's just called PSO2 data. It's a DLC on console as well, okay. The only thing I will say is that to access classic PSO2, you do have to do the tutorial of NGS initially. For some reason. I assume it's just because Sega want you to play NGS. But yeah, you do have to do like the initial tutorial of NGS first, and then you can transport to a PSO2 block after. Is it me, or does PSO2 Classic look better than NGS even graphics-wise? For me, I do think NGS is a better looking game overall. When NGS launched, the graphics engine did some updates to PSO2, and I don't think PSO2 Classic looks as good. It's definitely a different look as well. I think NGS does look better overall, but the world is probably better realized in Classic maybe, because there's a lot more different biomes. PSO2 Classic graphics were too powerful. They were nerfed to make NGS look better. Right, well, let's do... So last one we did was Desert. Do we really want to do Tundra? We've already done a Tundra quest today. We've already done Underground Shafts as well. Do you want to do Floating Continent? Cease Tundra. We can do Seaside if you want to, yeah? Didn't have to do anything but skip chapter 1. As soon as you ported to the NGS world, you loved out to ship select a load of PSO2. Okay. They might have changed then, possibly. They removed PSO2 Classic if briefly to promote NGS. I don't remember that, to be honest. Yeah, the cell shaded look maxes in NGS. It's actually a thing you can toggle on and off. So it is a bit weird though. So when you turn it on, it applies to your character. The only other thing that will show up as cell shaded is, I think, other people's characters will show cell shaded if they've selected cell shading as well. So you do have this kind of weird mix of some characters will be cell shaded, some characters won't be, and none of the world is cell shaded. It's a really weird choice that they've gone with. The cell shading does look good, but it does clash a bit with the rest of the game for sure. Seaside is cool and has Derol adjacent boss. You can select from the options to force cell shading on everyone. Also, you can actually force it on other players. Yeah, I think they must have added that later on. I know when it was first added, I think it was just down to whatever option you had set. But the weird thing is that the cell shading still only affects characters. It doesn't affect any of like the backgrounds or anything. So there is still that kind of weird mix. And yeah, Mad Hatter, there is options in NGS to skip quite a lot. So you can actually buy a pass to skip most of the story. I personally wouldn't do it. I think it's a bit of a waste of money. And the story honestly doesn't take that long anyway. And you level super fast anyway in NGS, so I personally wouldn't buy the pass to skip the story. It feels like a bit of a waste of money to me. But if you're able to skip the tutorial, I mean, I would maybe say for your first character, maybe do the tutorial just because you might end up liking NGS anyway, and it does give you sort of the intro story to NGS as well. For future characters though, yeah, by all means skip it. That's it. The English name for these like shark wolf things actually makes way more sense. I think on Japanese servers they were just called Aculpus, but on the English servers they've been renamed to Aqualupus, which actually makes way more sense. Only going on what you read from other streamers who are playing NGS. Yeah, it could be true. Isn't lupus a disease? It is. Aqua lupus doesn't sound pleasant. I think it's also the I think like the scientific name for like anything to do with wolves as well, so it kind of makes sense. Once you play chapter 1, you basically already completed NGS story. I would agree if not for chapter 7. Chapter 7 added a lot to the NGS story, so it has actually moved on quite a bit. Don't plan to play NGS, so you're good. Yeah, in that case, just skip it then. There are some cool enemies in this. Like, I like how these guys kind of hide and pretend to be a flower. You prefer a coherent look to a game as a whole? Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think with PSO2 and with NGS, getting a coherent look is really, really hard because there are so many different looks you can have from all the different scratches. It is basically, you can kind of look how you want to, and because of that, it is hard to maintain any kind of coherence in the appearance. For the art style though, I kind of get it. Like you probably either want it to be all cell shaded or not cell shaded. This kind of reminds you of Central Control Area. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely the most similar area to Seaside from PSO. Just without the Gigus, thankfully. PSO 3 is the super game, Corpia. It's no Paracabana though. Yeah, I really like Paracabana in PSU. I must have not unlocked the gathering yet because I can't see any of the gathering points at the minute. Despite there clearly being one there. I can't remember when you unlocked that. Oh, you need ring materials, fair enough. Yeah, Brody, I don't remember that either. I thought that when NGS came out, PSO2 Classic just stayed up. I don't remember it going down. Maybe it was a thing on console, maybe, but on PC, I'm pretty sure that PSO2 Classic stayed up. What they did do is I think at first PS2 Classic was just in the game, and then what they did is they changed the Classic game to a DLC, so they kind of removed it from NGS, but they just changed it to a free DLC. You had to download if you wanted to play it. This one, the Japanese servers was the time to play through, and then the start of the US release. Yeah, so for me with PSO2, I started playing it in 2011 for the Japanese, I think it was the second alpha test. So I played it, I basically played it from, more or less from 2011 up until whenever episode 6 was. More or less solidly. The only time I did stop playing for a bit was during episode 5, because anyone who played episode 5 kind of knows what episode 5 was like. I really did not like episode 5, like a lot of people, so I stopped playing during most of that. Let's try some other techs. Love Paracabana Coast. Easily your favourite lobby to hang out and chat in. Very chill music too. PSU had some really, really good lobbies for chilling out in. I remember the, I think it was the Hot Springs lobby on New Days as well. I think was it Kugo Hot Springs, I think it was called. And it had like the hidden changing rooms and stuff in it. Ep 4 intro killed your interest, though it's gotten decent now. Ep 4 is a weird one. If you're not into sort of anime and like sort of slice of life stuff, it can be very, very hard to get into Ep 4 initially. I would say though that if try and stick with Ep 4 if you can, because it does improve quite a lot towards the end. And then episode 5 happened. Again, I think episode 5 was okay towards the end of it, but the beginning of episode 5 was just awful.
Emergency. Code. Attack.
You got into the moon and it's gotten better. Yeah, the moon part of episode 4 is really good.
Completed.
Yeah, PSU was a really, really chill game. I think a lot of the fantasy stars have been, honestly. I mean, even PSO, I remember when I used to play PSO that spending hours upon hours just sat in the lobby talking to friends. You cannot get the tether cannon to work, so that's on somebody else. Well, should be fun. It's not the roller. It's Dural's oceanic cousin.
Emergency. Code. Q.
Hugo Hot Springs was another definitely popular spot. It was a pretty cool fight this when it got added. At least it had you do something new. You got level 75 or close to it. I'm not sure what episode on you forget. I failed it. For some reason my mouse is not working. It used to work in PSO2. It seemingly doesn't anymore. Yeah, the gun's a cool addition to the fight. I mean, they've always kind of messed around with the Durolair fight. I mean, you know, let's not be under any illusions. This guy is basically Durolair. It wasn't shooting. You can destroy that, by the way, if everyone shoots it. Yeah, I probably have to turn it on the options. It's weird because it works fine in NGS, but for some reason doesn't in Classic. So I'm guessing it must just not apply to Classic for some reason. So I'll have to turn it on. Got it. There you go. Told you I could do it. Yeah, it's a little bit finicky that sometimes.
Completed.
The tether never hits for you. Yeah, I think there's like specific times that it'll work and other times where it won't. Never learned the timing since JP. But yeah, I think Fantasy Star has always been quite a good series for having like areas that are really good for just relaxing and chilling out with your friends. You know, ultimately they were designed as like a very social experience as well, so it makes sense that there are areas like that. You know, PSO2 obviously has things like your personal quarters, your alliance quarters, which you can customize quite a bit. So I think a lot of people, when they hang out with friends, would do that in PSO2. PSU started leaning into the social elements. I mean, they were there to an extent in PSO. I mean, obviously in PSO you had things like the Go-Go Ball lobby. Yeah, PSO obviously had things like the word select auto translated chat and different lobbies as well. Yeah, Def, the free to play personal quarters are miserable. They're tiny. Yeah, I remember it's like the smallest room you've ever seen. Yeah, even the PSU rooms were bigger. For me, it's not an issue because I think if you have premium, it automatically unlocks the better rooms anyway, as far as I know. You're happier with your quarters than your creative space. See space you can't think what to do with. That's the hard thing with creative space, just deciding on a design to do. I do like my creative space. I still want to do more with it, but I'm happy with where it is so far. RIP auto chat. I suppose there wasn't as much need for it in PSO2 because after, I mean, to be honest, after PSO, GameCube, and Xbox, they split the servers off. So on GameCube and Xbox, you could still jump on the Japanese servers for PSO and still play with like the Japanese players and American players, European players. I think even in PSU, they split them off so that Japan had their own servers. It's like completely separate servers. So since then, really, there's been less use for auto chat. I guess there is still some element to it because obviously, particularly for like the European side, I suppose, there is still a lot of languages that you could use it for auto chat. But it's just not really used much now. PSO connecting the world, PSU taken back. It would be nice to have combined servers again. I still kind of don't get why they're still separated now. I can sort of understand it to an extent because obviously PSO2 launched so much later in the West than Japan, so it would be weird sort of introducing a load of new people to the server that were way behind into like 8 years of content. The next game, whatever it may be, would be an ideal time to do just a worldwide server, but I don't know if it'll happen. You were thinking that NGS was going to be a shared server. I think when I heard it was like linked to PSO2, I lost any real hope of it being a combined server. Yeah, the ship transfer does cost a bit of money. If you want to see something that costs a ton of money in this though, go and look at changing your account name. To change your account name in this game costs a fortune. I'm sure it's about 3,000 Darks cash or something like that. Changing your character name is fairly cheap, but changing your actual account name is really pricey. Yeah, replacing text in a database is a labor-intensive task class. Of course, yeah. And I don't think it takes effect until the next server maintenance as well. I mean, that's the same for if you're doing ship transfers as well. It doesn't actually take effect until the next maintenance in the game. Right, so I think we've got enough time for another one. What are other people doing? Yeah, I turned it off and on again. Yeah, we can do another one if you want. I think at the moment it's just us three anyway, so we can just do a couple more quests if you want to.
どのクエストにしますか?
So we did course. Let's have a look. See what else. Is there any other recommendations you want to do, or any exploration you'd like to do? You like Harakatan? Okay. Let's do that one then. Harakatan also has the PSU Mizrahi OST. It's Mizraki, I think, yeah. Yeah, I need to get a drink every single time. Both in game and in real life. Thank you for the hydrate.
One more.
One more? Alright then. I just realised I don't even have a mag yet. That's how poverty we are on this character at the moment. We'll sort that out later. Yeah, we are still extremely weak. Also, this is not the Mizraki theme, by the way. It plays it rarely. Oh, is it like part of the theme, is it, or something? Okay, so it's like okay, it mixes into the theme now and again. Fair enough. Yeah, I always liked in PSO2 the sort of emergency code system in the quest, though. It does make the quest feel kind of fresh, that different things happen every time. I know it's also in NGS as well with like the trial system. But obviously PSO2 is kind of the first one to do it. Trials are predictable. They are, to an extent. I mean, they do still happen randomly. Not so much in combat areas, because obviously combat areas, the way they work in NGS, it relies on trials to build the meter up to get PSE burst. But in the exploration areas, they're a little bit more random.
Completed.
Oh, we got more Gelbulfs. Every single time we do a quest, these guys show up, apparently.
Emergency. Code. Distraction.
Oh, it's the one where we've got to destroy them, okay. You're chasing me, aren't you? You are chasing me, okay. You also do not respect terrain at all. Never mind, it's gone. Best thing about PSO2 over NGS is the enemy and environment diversity. I think a lot of that with the PSO2 is just because obviously the game, before it came to the West, it was out in about 8 years, I think it was. There were tons and tons of updates which added loads of new areas, so it is a much more sprawling game than NGS. I think NGS is a very different game in that regard because obviously NGS is very confined to Halfa. Now whether NGS decides to move on from Halfa, I don't know. They're in an awkward place in the story with NGS at the moment because they've said in the story that there is no way of them getting off the planet at the minute. They don't have, I think it's said that they don't really have the technology to do it. I'm assuming at some point we'll just find the technology to do it. I can't see them staying on Halfa forever. Oh, Hakutan's a one zone area, okay. It's up to you if you want to explore a bit, we can. I don't mind. I don't think I have heard the PSU music yet, no. We build really tall ladders in the creative space to escape Halfa. So that is the real point of the creative space. Just build a massive ladder. It would be really, really funny if that ended up being the case. It is also very weird that they say they don't have the technology to leave Halfa, but at the same time they are literally using, you know, we literally have like portable mechs with the Mars system. They are clearly very technologically advanced, but somehow can't leave the planet. Yeah, occasionally that there is New Day's music in the area. It does this in a few areas in PSO2. There, that's it there. Yeah. Yeah, that is the Mizuraki riff. Yeah, it is cool how they worked that in. It's a nice little nod to the previous games. Which, you know, as you know, is a thing that Fantasy Side does a hell of a lot. You know, even PSO, as we've discovered going through the classic games. You know, the temple and spaceship music from PSO is direct reference to the original Phantasy Star. So it's nice that they've kept that tradition up, really. It does happen a lot in PSO2, though. Even going so far as some of the raid boss fights have references to older PSO bosses. I know the Falls Arms theme has part of the Final Phase Dark Falls from PSO in the theme, and Dark Falls Losers theme that samples part of Olga Flow's theme as well. So there is some really cool references. The only sort of slight criticism I would say about the areas in PSO2, going back to what we were talking about earlier, is it is hard to maintain the coherence because you have such a massive variety of stuff. And variety of stuff can be really, really good, but it can also sometimes feel a little bit disjointed as well. So this area thematically looks so much different to everything else in PSO2, which does give it its own identity for sure, but it also feels almost like a different game. I think there are advantages and drawbacks to doing it. Profound Darkness having Idler Strange Food is my favourite, but we have to stay away from that. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'd do for that, honestly. I guess I would just have to take the content ID or mute the fight, but I really don't want to mute the fight because the music is so good. I know for a fact that as soon as that part of the theme plays, it'll just get content ID matched. yeah, Profound Darkness, yeah, it uses ooze and strange fruits. The only downside is, for YouTube side anyway, if you play Idol of the Strange Fruits, you pretty much instantly get a content ID match from the copyright owners. Just for that one song so far. It will be interesting after this stream to see if anything else gets flagged.
Emergency. Code due.
Yeah, it's a massive record or massive like licensing company in Japan that content IDs it. They don't it's not a strike against the channel or anything. All it is they basically say you can use it, but we want to take like half the revenue, which admittedly is not a lot because you only get limited revenue anywhere. But yeah, they'll only let you use it if you give them half the revenue. But it's just for that one song, so far anyway. A new character in base in 2025. Yeah, exactly. I have played base a lot before. I played it extensively on the Japanese servers, but I haven't played it for years.
Completed.
The camera went upside down. Oops, Sabata. And again. And again. And a Force. Yeah, I think Force is one of my favourite classes, honestly. It is really oddly specific. I think the only reason I've got for the reason it gets content ID matched is because there was it was a contest a while back where they basically let people vote on different songs, and whichever song won the vote, they made a vocal version of. And the one that won it was Unfathomable Darkness, which was the Profound Darkness theme, and it got a horrible vocal version. It's terrible. But since that, Idler Strange Fruits gets flagged, so I think it's because of that. Oh, no worries, Drac. No, if you're not feeling well, that's totally fine. Yeah, I think it was for Sympathy 2023, and I'm assuming that's why it gets flagged. The stupid thing is, obviously, anyone who knows that theme knows that it isn't originally from PSO2. Strange Fruits is originally from PSO Episode 3 Card Revolution, but even after disputing that, they were still no. Because it originally got flagged on a PSO Episode 3 stream, and I tried to dispute it saying I'm playing the game that the song is from. You were there in person, it was kind of hard to sit through. Oh, so did you actually go to Sympathy then? Oh, nice. I'd love to see Sympathy at some point. It would be really, really cool if they ever brought it outside Japan, but I never see it happening. Yeah, I would love to see the Fantasy Star concert live. Yeah, Sanji, for some reason, you cannot play Idler Strange Fruits on YouTube. Well, you can, but you'll probably get a content ID match for it. But just for that one song. I think the second time I got content ID'd for it, I literally got content ID while I was still live. It is one of the best songs, yeah. I don't mind playing it because the worst that'll happen is I'll get content ID match and just have to give up some revenue, but for the other games, it's kind of easy to avoid. For this, though, it kind of means that you can't do Profound Darkness, or I'd need to mute it, or just accept I'm making less revenue. Traveling at that time was rough because of COVID. It was fun meeting with other people, English-speaking PSO2 peeps. Oh, cool. I'm hoping they do it again. I am actually planning to go back to Japan I've already booked it, actually. I'm going back in November this year. So Sega, if you want to do a sympathy this year, make it for about the first week of November. That'll do nicely. Yeah, so far the only game concert I've been able to go to was the Nier Automata concert, which I went to twice, and that was amazing as well. So I would love to see the Phantasy Star one. I'd also love to see the Monster Hunter concert as well. Now, thanks for the friend request, Zil. Monster Hunter does have a concert, yeah. It's only now and again that they do it, but yeah, they do a Monster Hunter concert now and again. Monster Hunter does have music. Monster Hunter music's incredible. Welcome to the future. Thank you very much. I guess Zinogre theme is good. There are tons of good themes in Monster Hunter. There is also, if you are so inclined, there is a Monster Hunter jazz album. I wish I was lying. He went to a Starbucks once and they played a Zelda jazz album. I mean, I can kind of see that working. It was an emotional shy latte. Yeah, there are tons of concerts for video games now. I know that Guilty Gear and BlazBlue tend to do one as well. Which again is incredible. Not managed to see that one live though, unfortunately. Just don't tell Nintendo. Yeah, there is a Sonic one as well, yeah. See, the Sonic one did come worldwide. I remember that. I know they definitely did a date in London. Unfortunately, I think the chance of the Sonic concert being worldwide is much higher than the chance of the Phantasy Star concert being worldwide. I would love to be proven wrong, but I just don't see it happening. I don't see it coming outside Japan. Yeah, I've never been to a Monster Hunter concert, Sanji. I just know they exist. I've seen them on YouTube a bit. But yeah, the only one I've been to is the Nier concert. Persona concerts aren't even worldwide, are they? I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think the last Sympathy concert was 2023, as far as I'm aware. I mean, as I said in one of my videos, you know, it is 25 years of Phantasy Star Online this year. Maybe we could see a PSO concert. But even if we do see one, whether it comes outside Japan is another thing altogether. There were a lot of spaces at Sympathy 2023. I mean, that tells you a lot, doesn't it? If it was easy to... If there was a lot of spaces in the Japanese concert. I'm kind of surprised at that, honestly, because Phantasy Star has some incredible music, and I would have thought it would have been a bit more popular. But hopefully they do another one. If you want to bring it to the UK, I would be more than happy. Yeah, I think we'll probably wrap that stream up there for today, I think. So it's been really, really cool actually coming back to PSO2 after so long. You know, it's been quite a few years away, so interesting to come back to it again. We will be doing more of this as well, so just a reminder, so for next week, thank you for the bid skill, Nath. For next week, there will be streams on Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, but there'll be no video uploads apart from the PSU upload that goes live on Tuesday for public. It was the member video from last week. So there'll be 3 streams next week. The Wednesday stream will be probably finishing Phantasy Star 1 and maybe starting Phantasy Star 2. Then the Friday and Sunday streams will probably be PSO2. So yeah, if you have enjoyed the stream, as usual, please consider the usual like and subscribing, join as a member if you want to. You can also follow or sub over on Twitch. You follow me on Twitter. I have actually set up a Blue Sky as well because apparently people are doing that, and I thought I'd better, you know, register the name before someone stole it. So I am over on there now at SectionSkyly as well. It will be the same stuff as X though, so... Yeah, and like Kilniath said there, yeah, if you want to become a member on YouTube, you will get 1 week access to some of the videos, so... Yeah, we'll end that one there. If you have enjoyed it, like I say, feel free to join us on the Discord as well. There is a link in the YouTube video, should be in the video description. And I think on Twitch, it's in like the About panel underneath. So there is a link to the Discord there. Yeah, hope to see you in the next one, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday for the Fantasy Star stream. See you later.